All right, Coach, open thoughts.
It was one of those that their starting pitcher got off to a pretty good start. Ours struggled just a little bit with his command and being able to put some hitters away. And, then we battled right back into the game. Acreage kept us in the game, and I probably made a few pitching mistakes when I made some changes to give them the big inning.
What went into the thought process of taking Acreage out of the game to start that inning?
He threw really well. He's usually good for 3 or 4 innings. I thought the first hitter, his stuff wasn't near as crisp. And, when we got 2 strikes on the next guy, I probably should have had somebody else ready, but the guy came in and competed and he got beat. It wasn't like he was intimidated or scared. They hit some pitches up in the zone that, they stayed on top of, did a good job with it.
Positive takeaways for you guys today?
I thought we battled back, and I'll take the blame for this one. Like I said, I made some bad pitching moves probably when we cut their lead to 1, and I thought we had all the momentum going in, and we just couldn't hold them.
Going into the next game, what are you planning to do different?
And, you just go out and play. I've been around the game for so long. This happens, it's just one game. It doesn't matter whether you lose 3-2 or like we did 10 runs. It's one game. It's all about, your pitchers going out and setting the tone for the game and throwing strikes and giving us a chance.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, fellas, if you don't mind, pick the mic up, make sure you speak into it. We'll start with introductions. Coach, let's start with you. Work way down the line.
Preston McDonald, Josh Campos, Patrick Evans.
Coach, open thoughts of the game.
Got off to a great start. Anytime you can score in the first inning, especially game 1 at a tournament against their top guy, is big for your starting pitcher. now he doesnn't have to be as perfect. He can pitch with a lead, and I thought that was very important. Their reliever did an excellent job. He put up 3 zeros in a row against us. And they started chipping away at that lead, made it 5-4, and things got a little tight. We felt like, hey, we got to swing the momentum back to our dugout. And luckily for us, we got the leadoff hitter on in the top of the 6th. And usually when we get the leadoff hitter on, we have a good chance of scoring. And obviously we did a little bit more than that. It was nice to be able to string some hits together, take our walks, put together some good at bats, and just an outstanding inning there to kind of put it away. Mike Joyce was phenomenal. Anytime you can come to Grand Junction and throw a complete game and only give up 4 runs, 5 hits, that's a heck of an outing. And what kind of gets lost in it is how excellent our defense played. Man, our infield defense was really, really good behind them. And, I thought that was a huge part of the game. You kick a couple of those balls or we walk a couple guys, that could change the entire game. So I thought we played excellent. It's a good start to the tournament, and hopefully we can continue to play good baseball.
Fellas, 11 runs in that 6th inning. How were the vibes in the dugout?
I would say the vibes were pretty high. I mean, anytime we score a lot of runs, the other team kind of gets down on themselves. And, I mean, you can never score enough runs in the World Series. The ball flies here. So, I mean, I think we had a pretty good what inning was it? Sixth inning? Yeah, pretty good 6th inning.
Yeah, not much to add to that. I think, we had some fun. We had 15 hits and didn't strike out much. So, we had some fun.
Coach, did you know you guys had that in them?
Yeah, from a preparation standpoint, I felt like, we were ready to go. And I don't know if this is a huge advantage or not, but I'd imagine we have as many returners as anybody that's played in Grand Junction already. There's a lot of teams that, half the field's never, wasn't here last year. And then the other half, may not have as many guys back as we do. I mean, we had, I think, 6 of our 10 guys in the lineup today were returners, that had already been here. So I think that was a huge advantage for us, because when you get out here, I mean, you're playing in front of more fans than normal. You're playing in a World Series. You're trying to compete to get to a national championship. There's a lot of nerves, and for us, we felt like we kind of got that out of the way last year. For most of these guys, this was just another game for them. They played 5 games on this field last year, so I felt like they were ready to go, and obviously we played that way.
How does the momentum from this game kind of set you up for the next?
Well, I think it shows them and gives them a belief that, hey, we can score runs, we can win games, and you talk about a top 5 team in the country. They just knocked off the number 1 team in the country last week, 2 out of 3, and then we come out and run roll them. So it's got to give these guys some confidence, hopefully not overconfident. So we're going to be playing some really good teams. It's nice to get into the winners bracket. We were very fortunate to get into the 5-6 seed game where we had yesterday off. We got to watch some baseball instead of play some baseball. And, and now we get tomorrow off as well. We get to play again on Tuesday. So hopefully that's going to pay off for us and give us an advantage moving forward.
How much has that off day helped you guys going into this tournament?
I would say pretty good. I mean, we were supposed to go on the Grand Mesa trip. We ended up not doing that. Prepare our bodies, make sure we got enough rest, got good sleep. I think everyone was just really excited to go play today. So, yeah.
Coach, you got plans for their off day tomorrow?
Well, we talked about moving the Mesa trip to tomorrow. That was the original plan. I got to bed really late watching that game last night. I'm going on about 4 hours of sleep right now. So we're going to go get something to eat and then probably go to sleep and rest. And we'll definitely practice tomorrow and get after it. It's just another day. But if we feel up for it, don't want any altitude sickness. We've had some guys with some headaches and shortness of breath. So if they feel up for it, we'll go up there and have a little fun tomorrow and take it easy. But we're definitely get on the field or in the cages tomorrow and get some work in.
Congratulations, fellas.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.